everyone. Welcome to Ask the Techsperts. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're so excited to have Christina and Sheila presenting with us today. We are going to have Christina present first. Christina helps small businesses and nonprofits nationwide take their website to the next level. With over 5 years marketing experience within small businesses and nonprofits, Christina pursued her entrepreneurial dream and founded Creative Solutions in 2017 while pursuing her MBA. Between clients, agency work, and collaborations, Christina has worked on nearly 100 websites. Her specialty is website design with search engine optimization. Even though websites are her specialty, she has a wealth of marketing knowledge to share and tips for improving your online presence. And today she's going to be sharing with us 10 ways to improve your website. Christina, you ready to take it away?
Hello. Thank you for the opportunity to present. Now, can you see the PowerPoint on my screen? 10 ways to improve? Okay.
Yes, I can.
The correct view, not the others? Okay, sounds good. So today we're going to talk about what makes a great user experience. Every small business can benefit from a visually appealing website where users are delighted by their experience and can quickly accomplish their goals. So let's dive into what is user experience design and then the 10 specific tips. All right. User experience is an emerging field over the last few decades. It revolves around the user and aims to enhance customer satisfaction by providing positive, pleasurable interaction between the user and the website. So what does this all encompass? First, it encompasses visual design, which pertains to the overall look and feel of the website. Second, information architecture, which is all about findability and the overall structure of the website. Interaction design aims to facilitate understanding and to create an efficient, delightful experience between the users and the screens. Usability is about effectively and efficiently accomplishing one's goal, and accessibility pertains to ease of use and understanding for all users. Now that's a little more of a technical definition. On this slide, according to Peter Morville, a meaningful and a valuable user experience, for a meaningful and valuable user experience, the information must be useful, usable, desirable, findable, credible, accessible, and valuable. In more basic terms, that sounds right on. We all want to interact with a website that is on point, it provides value, it's usable, we can find what we're looking for, the business seems credible, and the content's accessible. So I like this as a little more of an informal definition compared to the last one. Either way, user experience is all about improving the quality of the user interaction and the perception of your product and or services. Alrighty, so for the 10 specific tips, I'm going to follow a dual slide layout. On the first slide, you will see a nice example that we'll talk through today. And then on the following slide, you will see the more specific details that I mentioned. And everyone who attends can get the PowerPoint so you can reference those more wordy slides at a later date. So first off, be professional. Invest in a professional website that aligns with your business, fits your brand identity, and helps you reach your objectives. And ensure consistency throughout the website. Your website should build trust and enhance the credibility of your business. Furthermore, with consistency, website visitors can become familiar with your website and your brand, which makes it easier for them to use your website, easier to process information, and easier for them to recognize your brand elsewhere. This slide illustrates the importance of considering the overall layout. The donate, sponsor, and volunteer sections clearly illustrate how you can help this nonprofit achieve its mission. Being on brand with the logo, font, and colors makes the website look so much more official and credible. Number 2, follow design principles. Leverage proximity, repetition, contrast, and alignment to enhance the visual appeal. You can use proximity to signal similarity. In this example, one of the most important changes we made was separating community from business within the website, because the chamber has a responsibility to the community, but also business owners. So we wanted to streamline where each of those types of individuals would look for types of events or benefits. So under the community tab, you're going to find more information about the community, and on the community calendar, maybe an Ice Age trail hike, versus under the business section, if you're looking for business events, maybe you're looking for a workshop or a networking group. So grouping similar items together can help promote an understanding. You can use contrast to make your buttons and your call to action stand out. Ensuring alignment is so important for a clean, professional look. Using white space can help you prevent brain overload. You can use color and motion to guide the eye, but don't get too carried away. You don't want to be distracting. Your choice of imagery, layout, text, and interactive elements all influence the user experience. So make sure you consider the overall website experience, not just the information, not just the copy you're writing for the website, but how the copy is presented. Number 3, make your website scannable and put the most important information first. Website visitors start at the top left, and the first 2 to 3 words are the most often read. The majority of website visitors are going to scan, not read your website. When we are searching for information, we scan. When our interest is piqued, we slow down and we take the time to read. This is why it's so important to provide a high-level overview and then allow the user to click it in or dig in for additional detail. You don't want to burden every single website visitor with all the details. Revamp all your text-heavy pages to incorporate images, decorative elements, videos. Visuals are easier to process than text, so make it easy for website visitors to learn about your business. Visuals also help delight and create an emotional connection. At a minimum, break up your text into smaller paragraphs. Think of it as one idea per paragraph. So in this example, we're looking at history. History is not all that exciting, but on the left-hand side, you're kind of overwhelmed. You see lots of reading, you feel like you're kind of reading an essay, a book, your brain just might shut down. But on the right-hand side, it's a very simple way of how you can break up text-heavy pages. There's not any images or videos or fancy visuals, but rather it is just broken into sections, one idea per section with a heading for each. So you can easily scan, find what you're looking for, maybe just read, one section of it, and then you move on. Otherwise, you can scan it, get kind of the outline, and then move on. Either way, you want to break up text-heavy pages. You don't want to kind of cause that overload feeling and make the visitor just skip ahead. Number 4, create user-driven content. Website visitors are far more likely to remember how your website made them feel than the specific information they read. Did the website make the website visitor feel as if you understood their pain points? Did they feel as if you were speaking directly to them? Your website should effectively explain what you do, who you work with, and what makes you special. Why should the user choose you? Frame your content to the visitor's perspective. Don't just list solutions. Describe the problems you solve and the benefits you provide. Use headlines that grab the visitor's attention. Write clear and concise page copy. Use bullets to break apart the text and make it easier for users to find what they're looking for. So in this example, you can see on the left-hand side, it's more or less focused on the business mission, what the business does. But then on the right side, we're talking more about the need with statistics, illustrating the need with statistics, and then describing specifically what the problem is, and then how this innovation solves it. So don't just focus on what you do, but frame it to the user so that they understand what problems you're going to solve for them and how it would benefit them. Number 5, optimize for conversions. Design your website to support the customer's journey. Customers move from awareness to interest, to evaluation, to purchase, to loyalty. So you want to make sure you appeal to each of these stages and help them move through their customer journey. So describe your differentiator or your unique selling proposition. Integrate trust builders to help website visitors move closer to purchase, such as testimonials, reviews, awards, affiliations. You can also use a variety of call to actions to nurture the user towards your desired action and clearly define the next steps for taking that action. I encourage all my clients to include both a primary and a secondary call to action. Your primary call to action is what you ultimately want the user to do. That is often buy or request a consultation. However, not all website visitors are going to be ready to take that next step. And you don't want them to leave your website without any interaction and forget about you. This is where your secondary call to action comes in. It can be beneficial to engage the website visitor and nurture them along their customer journey. Follow us or subscribe are two common examples. Looking at the slide on the left, you see the basic information's there, but it's kind of like, now what? On the right-hand side, you can see, okay, what is my next step? You can view the products. When you view the product catalog, you will see you can request a quote. That is how you get into the sales pipeline. You also can ask questions via the sales chatbot. However, if you're not ready to actually pick out a specific product, ask for a quote, or interact with sales, you could simply subscribe to their newsletter to stay up to date on the most relevant news and product information. Number 6, keep it simple. One of the most common mistakes I see is causing confusion with too much information. Don't try to cater to every single scenario. Instead, cater to the majority and keep it simple. List your base pricing and your typical packages and encourage website visitors to reach out for custom quotes or unique scenarios like mass quantity discounts. Eliminate distractions. Reduce ads or pop-ups that interfere with the user experience. Only include a sidebar if it provides value. All too often, sidebars are full of junk and are simply a distraction. For simplicity, limit your menu to 7 items and keep it shallow. Avoid the endless line of drop-down menu items. In this example, I just kind of show how, this manufacturer makes a lot of custom products. So they really struggled to define what their products were going to be on their website. So you listed the 6 most common products that are standard and many customers order. But then you also have the banner at the bottom encouraging people to reach out and ask questions or say, I saw this locking cabinet and it's almost what I need, but can you adapt it to this and this? Many times they can, but you streamlined it. You didn't burden every single customer with the if, ands, and buts, but rather you gave them a quick product to select if it fit their needs. Otherwise, they can reach out and start the conversation. Number 7, improve user friendliness. Make it easy for the user to do what you want them to do. Place contact information in the header or footer so that it is on every single page. Place key information and buttons above the fold to eliminate the need for scrolling. Add contact or subscribe button to your header. Make sure the appropriate information is where users expect it to be. So I always recommend staying consistent with common design practices. Social media links are almost always found in the header or the footer. Login buttons are almost always in the top right corner. I recommend staying true to this format so that visitors can easily navigate and accomplish their goals. You don't want to get too creative with your page name so that people are trying to figure out, what does this really mean? I know about's not that exciting, but about really works. You don't have to rename it as a creative page. You can avoid industry jargon. You don't want to have people trying to decipher what that even means. And remove any blank pages or pages with Laura Ipsum text that you could tell were just a placeholder. And make sure you redirect any broken links or any links that result in 404 pages. So in this example, on the left-hand side, there's a contact page. The contact information's there, but you're actually asking the website visitor to open up their email, copy and paste the email, and start typing a message and send it. That is a multi-step process, and they might not complete it. There might be a distraction. Instead, it simplifies the and improves the user friendliness to have a contact form where they can quickly fill out their information, send a message, and then it's done. So make it easy for users to accomplish what you want them to do. Number 8, be responsive and mobile friendly. So responsive design is all about making sure your website looks good and performs on desktop, laptop, tablet, and mobile. Mobile friendliness is primarily concerned with mobile, so you can think of responsive design as a little bit more broad than mobile friendliness, but either way, you want to make sure your website is both. So you want to make sure it works well across devices: desktop, laptop, tablet, smartphone. You want your content to automatically resize based on the user's device. You want to make sure the text is readable and the buttons are large enough to click. Number 9, optimize performance and accessibility. Ensure fast page loading speeds so that you don't frustrate users by making them wait. Use modern technology and integrate design trends to prevent your website from appearing outdated. Use tests like Google Page Speed Insights to see how you're doing and how you can improve. Also, make sure your website is accessible to everyone, regardless of disabilities. I always recommend designing with accessibility in mind and then leveraging additional tools like UserWay to take accessibility to the next level. So in this example, this is my website with UserWay opened up. Now, when I design, I do, want to make sure there's enough contrast and think about how I name the button so that, it's not just vague and learn more. It actually says where the button's going to go. But that is all one part of accessibility. But to take it to another level, I do UserWay, which allows maybe for the animations to be paused, the text to be enlarged, the colors to be changed. It's a great tool that helps improve the accessibility of my website. Number 10, be transparent. Include a privacy policy, cookie notice, and terms of service to clearly define your expectations and promote transparency. Transparency builds trust and confidence. Take this a step further by answering frequently asked questions and providing helpful blog posts that enable the customer to make their own purchase decisions. In this example, you can see the contact information, the social media accounts that provide social proof, the applicable policies, and just about all information you need to feel that this is a legitimate business and it's safe to put your credit card in. So in conclusion, implement these 10 tips to improve your website's user experience. Your website is the foundation of your online presence and a 24/7 marketing tool. A great user experience delights your customers and makes your business stand out against the competition. Thank you.